In Brazilian mythology, Boitata is a giant serpent with flames around its body. Nahuelito, a cryptid lake monster said to live in Nahuel Huapi Lake in Argentina. Mea Lobo, a half-human, half-sea lion creature in Chilean mythology. According to myth, he was born from the mating between a woman and a sea lion who saved her from drowning. The monster of Lake Tota, also known as Diablo Ballena, is a legendary aquatic animal who is said to inhabit Lake Tota, the largest lake in Colombia. Ahuizotl, or the water dog, is a legendary creature in Aztec mythology, said to lure people to their deaths, described as being the size of a small dog with a hand at the end of its tail. Madre de Aguas, a giant snake in the folklore of Cuba, said to inhabit rivers and lakes. According to the legend, Madre de Aguas is immortal and whoever tries to kill or capture it dies. In American folklore, the Champ is the name of a lake monster said to live in Lake Champlain. This monster is depicted as a huge snake-like creature with green skin. In the folklore of France and Luxembourg, Melusine is a female spirit of fresh water, usually depicted as a half-woman, half-serpent creature. The Darachu, or the water hound, is a lake monster in Irish folklore, described by some as an otter-like creature and by others as a half-dog, half-fish monster. The Kelpie, an evil shape-shifting water spirit in Scottish folklore. It is usually described as a black horse-like creature able to adopt a human form. Grindilo, a pale green water demon in English folklore. The Kraken, a legendary sea monster of enormous size in Scandinavian mythology. The Kraken has often been depicted as a giant octopus or squid-like creature which is large enough to sink a ship. Bukavac, a demonic creature in the mythology of Serbia and Croatia. It is described as a horned six-legged monster who lives in lakes and pools. Kochedra, a water, storm, and fire demon in Albanian mythology and folklore, usually depicted as a huge multi-headed female dragon. Longana, a legendary aquatic creature in Italian folklore, described as a half-woman, half-goat creature who is very beautiful and intelligent. Hippocampus, a half-horse, half-fish monster in Greek mythology. Lake Van monster, a dinosaur-looking creature said to live in Lake Van in eastern Turkey. Ejdaha, an evil, gigantic snake-like creature in Iranian mythology. Makara, a legendary sea creature in Hindu mythology. It is generally depicted as a half-elephant, half-aquatic creature. The Dragon Turtle, a Chinese mythical creature that combines two of the four celestial animals, the body of a turtle with a dragon's head. Umebozo, a dangerous sea spirit from Japanese mythology. They are said to be the vengeful spirits of priests who were killed and thrown into the sea. Umebozo is described as a large black humanoid figure with glowing white eyes. Nagan, a crocodile-like monster in Burmese mythology. Payana, a mythical serpent-like creature in the folklore of Thailand and Laos. Bakunawa, an evil gigantic serpent-like dragon in Philippine mythology. It is believed to be the cause of earthquakes, storms, and eclipses. The Sere Gomum dragon, a legendary giant serpent in Malay folklore, described as taking the form of a dragon. Antaboga, the world serpent in ancient Javanese mythology. The Moldjoink, a water monster in Australian mythology, described as a half-human, half-fish creature. In Melanesian mythology, the Abaya is a large magical eel said to live in the freshwater lakes of Fiji and Solomon Islands. El-Naddaha, an Egyptian legend of a beautiful female spirit who calls men to the Nile, most likely to their death or disappearance. Mokele Mbembe, a gigantic monster with a long neck and a long tail said to live in the Congo River. Nasanga, a crocodile-like creature with a smooth skin said to live in Zambia. Nyami Nyami, a dragon-like creature with the head of a fish and the body of a snake in the mythology of Zimbabwe. In Slavic mythology, Rusalka is a female water spirit who is often malicious towards mankind. In Germanic mythology and folklore, Nyx are evil shape-shifting water spirits who usually appear in human form. Loch Ness Monster, a mysterious aquatic beast that is said to inhabit Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands. Jörmungandr, also known as the Midgard serpent, an evil giant serpent in Norse mythology. According to myth, the serpent grew so large that it was able to surround the earth and grasp its own tail. In Slavic mythology, Vodyanoi is an evil male water spirit whose favorite sport is drowning humans. Ech-Ushge, an evil water spirit that usually takes the form of a horse in Celtic mythology. Ech-Ushge is similar to the Kelpie, but far more vicious. The Aspidacalon, a fabled sea creature described as a large whale or a large sea turtle that can be easily mistaken for small islands. In Maori mythology, the Ponaturi are a group of goblin-like creatures who live in a land beneath the sea by day and return to shore each evening to sleep. Yakomama, or the Mother of Water, is a massive 30-meter serpent monster that is said to inhabit the Amazon rainforest in South America. The Talanusi, a gigantic leech the size of a house in North American folklore. The Flying Dutchman, a legendary ghost ship which was said to never be able to make port, doomed to sail the seas and the oceans forever. According to legends, the Flying Dutchman is said to appear as ghostly glowing ship, and seeing that ship is a sign of horrible misfortune to come.